Their disgrace is obvious now on national TV. The presidency had to transmit the letter to the Senate. For those that were speaking all sorts of English, so you win the point on this, and I'm sure they are terribly disgraced. All the, what you call them, ambulance lawyers, and all sorts of social commentators. I'm not happy with what I see in the Senate. It's obvious the Senate is a rubber stamp. Irrespective of the fact that I support that decision by President Tinubu to be able to safeguard Benin because of the proximity to Nigeria. But it was also supposed to be up for a robust debate. There must be dissenting voice. And that's why you see, it's now obvious. The reason why we didn't invade Niger, because there are cultural ties with people in the north. Because you see, once we started this invasion of Benin, when you have another skirmish, why don't you met out the same treatment? But because people protested in the north, they said it's a no-go area. This same Senate rejected it. That time, they opened it up for a debate. But this one, the dissenting voices, they said no to it. See the way Seraki Dixon was shot down. It's a matter of national importance. We are sending our troops abroad. We are doing something that affects our sovereignty as a nation. That we also have repercussions of our sovereignty. And they just brushed this aside. So it speaks volumes about the trend we are increasingly seeing in this country, where the Senate has become rubber stamp. And please, this idea of a voice vote is inimical to democracy. It's not going to cost us anything. These guys earn billions. They bring billions to the Senate. Their budget is worth over $1 billion. They should buy an electronic voting system so that we know who voted in favor of what. How can we have an entire Senate of a country as big as Nigeria and we don't even have the voting record of senators? Because this Senate, the way it is, does not give voices to dissenting voices. So it's not just a sweeping thing. And you know, when some people want it, they get it. When some people don't want it, they don't get it. And for the ECOWAS person speaking English, as far as I'm concerned, what does the Hausa people even call it? Is it Turuwanji or something? You know, when you are speaking very fine English. Turinchi. Speaking English. They're telling people that West African continent, West Africa is inundated with lots of coups. We need to declare this. Which yes state of emergency? Where you have Yahoo boys as leaders in African country. What did he tell? What did he say to Talon when Talon started being high-handed in Benin? What has he said to Alisa Ouattara? What has he said to leaders that rig election? What has he said to Furo Yadema that has followed in his father's footsteps, Nasingbe, to set up something called a Council of Ministers, which is the president. And he now puts a puppet president there. And 80-something-year-old man for that matter. If you check who is the president of Togo now, you see a certain Tovi, 80-something-year-old man. But the main person that has the power is Furo Yadema. So when all of these leaders are doing all of these things, they don't know that it's going to bring about a blowback. And this Toure is speaking Turinji, telling us English, lecturing us on the tenets of democracy. Go and lecture the Yahoo boys that are leaders on the African continent. The tenets of democracy, they should do things right. If they do things right, we will not have the enabling environment for all these coups. I don't support coups. But the leaders too must act right.